Well, good morning everybody. Special video today. I think I say that on every video, but this morning we're doing the debut of the Jam. Now, I think most people that are into the kind of music that if you've watched this channel, you know I'm into. I think everybody has a Jam phase. I remember being secondary school, like 16. No, I was older, 18, 19, and having my Jam phase. I was obsessed with them for about 2 years. And why am I here? Well, this is the location for two things. One, unconnected. When H.G. Wells wrote War of the Worlds, this is the Martian landing spot. This is where the Martians land. This is pretty a cool little location. But okay, this is a proper beach. It's called the Sand Pits. In if you know your Jam history, you know this is Woking in Surrey. But the reason I'm starting the video here is it was also the location for the Jam video Funeral Pyre. It was filmed Horsham Common, and I think, well, if you watch the video you see all the people walking in and you see a lot of sand, and I'm going to assume that means it's here. And I would guess, although things change a lot, right about down there. This is it's going to be a short video. This intro is probably the longest bit. What personally is a little bit unique to this particular video is Woking's where I'm born. I was born in Woking. Not that I remember it at all. For the first 18 months of my life, I was born here, and on my passport it says Woking, place of birth. So, off camera, I was like, I don't think anybody particularly cares about me. I'm doing my own personal pilgrimage to the spots where I first lived. But I'll spare you that. Yeah, this is the location for the Jam video Funeral Pyre here in Horsell Common, Woking, and also H.G. Wells's Martian landing in War of the Worlds. H.G. Wells lived in Woking when he wrote War of the Worlds. Well, here we go. This is Stanley Road. Not what I envisaged when I imagined Stanley Road. But this is Woking, so that's Stanley Road, and you walk down here. And although lots of things have now changed, if we use the Google time maps, you can see that this building on the left was a youth centre. And if you let me go back in time, so the Jam would rehearse here, and here was like a working man's club, and some of the Jam's first gigs were played there. Just round the corner from the famous Stanley Road, where Paul Weller grew up. So, one of the more unassuming places to debut for quite a prominent band, but this is, well, everybody starts, don't need someone. This is Sherwood Youth Centre, and this is where the Jam in 1973 made their debut. Paul Weller would have been 15, along with Bruce Foxton and Rick Buckner. But this is the youth centre where the Jam made their debut. Fortunately, the gate's locked, so I can't get any closer. I was never intending to go in, so it's not the end of the world. But they also I'll put some footage on from 1981. So when they're top of their popularity, they play a little set here. They often came back and played gigs in and around this area. They never really forgot where they came from. But this is from 1981, from the BBC documentary Something Else, and that's from within here as well. Welcome back, everybody. If you want to know how this town celebrates its most famous band, I dare say its most famous people, I could be wrong, it's with this monument here. And you can read this. Can you read that? This space between inspired by Paul, Bruce and Rick, collectively known as the Jam. Yeah, that is how this town celebrates the Jam. I think it's probably in 40 years' time there might be a statue, but when you're alive you can't be celebrated too much. Not in Britain. But yeah, I thought that was a bit weird. I don't know if this is the end. No, I'll do the end something else. When you see that, do you think of the Jam?